Hey guys, this is Nitesh. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the recordings. Now, last episode of Life is Strange is gonna be coming pretty soon, but I'm actually thinking, and I'll explain why, but I'm actually thinking that for a while, that's gonna be the last pre-recorded thing. So the big thing driving that is that, this episode took really long to actually edit. And a lot of that came down to a lack of enthusiasm. I was talking before about I just kind of felt like I needed to take it a bit easier just so this didn't become something I hated working on. Because I really enjoy making videos. I really enjoy, interacting with you guys. But the editing process, it's made a difference. But I kind of feel like it's really just sapping the enthusiasm. So basically, for a while after this episode of Life is Strange, most of what you're gonna see on the channel is gonna be from streams. I can get a good amount of content out of that. Like Tuesday streams, I know I missed last Tuesday's one, I was feeling pretty sick. But Tuesdays streams, I can get a good 3 videos out of that. And I am planning on increasing my streaming schedule. Just because, if that's what most of my videos are going to be coming from, really, why not? See, there's also the fact that there's games that I've wanted to get to that I really just kind of feel like it would be better to do them on stream. Like, I haven't played Heroes of the Storm in ages. That's multiplayer only, so that's the kind of game that I would want to play on stream just so I can make sure I'm actually catching a game where there's something worth catching. Smite, it's been even longer since I've touched that game. It's somewhere on the list. Hearthstone. And, a bunch of other games that recording is just not really an option for. I frankly want to get back to Dark Souls. I am kind of thinking I want to give that a bit of time. Actually make sure it's not my first playthrough that I'm doing on stream. Just because I don't think that'll be fun for anyone. It'll just be a lot of me running back and forth to the bonfires because I don't really want to risk losing souls. But, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I'm kind of looking at the sort of stuff that I want to do, and I'm kind of seeing that if I'm gonna be taking it easy, I shouldn't be pushing myself with the editing. Like, my editing process, a lot of it comes down to the audio first. Like, the first thing I do, I go through the audio, I find, first off, I go through the raw recording for the audio, and I go through it with a noise filter, which sometimes it clips the actual stuff I'm saying, so I have to, later in the editing process, re-record it. Then, in Sony Vegas, I go through and prune out all of the more quiet points in the audio, because usually those quiet points are just background noise that gets picked up. So I have to go through and just prune all that out. Then, all those cases where I was saying something and then it didn't end up going through because of the noise filter, I re-record those lines. And then I actually look at trimming down the full video. That's a lot. That's a lot to be doing. And I don't really enjoy doing it because I tend to get really hypercritical of myself. Like, when I have to go through all that, I just think of all these wasted opportunities for comments that I didn't take advantage of. Like, all these points where it takes me just a little bit longer than it should have to figure out this puzzle. But having to specifically go through that footage and go through everything I was just working on and specifically be that critical of myself, it is a bit exhausting for a time where I'm talking about taking it a bit easier. So basically, moving forward, I'm going to be doing a bit more streaming throughout the week. You know, I haven't quite thought through the timing of it, but I am going to be moving my streams to earlier on in the day. You know, I do want to direct you guys to Twitter. You know, on Twitter, I'm probably going to be talking about this stuff as I figure it out. Also, on Twitch itself, if you go on Twitch, there's the follow option, and if you do that, it'll tell you, like, you can set it up so you can get an email when I go live. You know, that's one option if you want to keep up with all that. I am also looking at doing some streaming on YouTube. You know, I've been meaning to get around to that for a while, but frankly, my streaming's been up in the air enough that I kinda just want it to happen however it happens. So anyway, I think that's gonna be all for now. I just wanted to talk a bit about this, because, you know, it is gonna be stuff changing, and I don't like doing that without mentioning it ahead of time. So, till next time, keep enjoying the videos, and subscribe to help the channel and see more.